Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another shoutcast. So today we are in the Open Ultra League. And yeah, this trainer has a YouTube channel, so the link will be in the description down below. And this trainer goes on a 9-in-1 run, so really powerful stuff. I would love to try, I would definitely love to try the Shadow Skuntank. Unfortunately, I don't have the XL candy to finish off a Skuntank. I don't know how many you need, but I know I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, I mean, Swampert and Trevenant, not really difficult to get, right? One has a Community Day move, the other one, if you have a really good ranked one, it does require some XLs, but it's really not expensive. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into these battles and see what we got going on for us. So we do see this Trevenant going for an attack right now. Seed Bomb, you're just going to hit this green. And yeah, the one thing I do like about Skuntank is it does well against like Giratina, it does well against Jellicent, two Pokemon that I feel are going to be pretty common this season. Jellicent with that new move, Surf, right? Also does well against Trevenant, which is of course really common. But Trevenant going to go ahead and just fire off the Seed Bombs. Just going to be trying to get this thing as low as possible. Is the opponent going to farm down? No, the opponent not going to be able to farm down, but they will be able to throw a Body Slam, which will KO the Trevenant. So goodbye Trevenant, but that is okay. Out comes Swampert. Okay, I mean, you could let a Body Slam go, and are we going to see a possible Mudshot farm down? I mean, the Bullet Seeds are double super effective. Maybe switch and save that energy. No, going to go ahead and Shield. So committing the Shield into this Body Slam, that's fine. And now out comes Dragonite, able to catch it on Skuntank. Beautiful catch. I thought that catch may have been coming from the Greedent, but no, this is actually a really good catch. So now the Swampert, the Shadow Swampert can come in, go for the Hydro Cannon, which will be enough to KO. And now out comes Greedent. Greedent is going to be able to get farmed down, giving Swampert more energy. And now this Swampert has two Hydro Cannons. If the opponent shields this, you can go up for the Earthquake, and the opponent is not going to shield it. Which is a good play by the opponent, calling that it wasn't an Earthquake. So that was a really good play. Gonna go ahead and shield, and I'll charge up for 2. Going for 1. This has to get the shield, and then you should be able to get off the next Hydro Cannon. Yeah, that may have been a CMP tie, but either way, this Swampert is going to be able to get it off and KO the opposing Swampert. So that's actually a close one. Well played, able to take that one. You'll love to see it. Okay, let's go ahead and move into the next one. Shadow Skuntank into Jellicent. So I did say it does well against Jellicent, and that's true. The only thing is the Poison Jab attacks are going to be resisted, which is not great, but the Crunch is going to be doing a lot. So Crunch is coming out from the Shadow Skuntank. Jellicent is going to be able to take it, but not too well. The Jellicent can fight back, though, with Surf, and that's why Jellicent is so good. It can fight back against like Pokemon like Skuntank and Drapion. As well as even like Pidgeot nowadays. Although technically if you ran Ice Beam, you could still do well against those. But either way, going to go ahead and switch out. Is this another Surf or is it a Shadow Ball? Obviously I wasn't counting. It's going to be a Surf, so that's unfortunate, but you don't want to risk it. Out comes Scrafty. Okay, Scrafty is tough for Trevenant, but it could take a foul play and it can get off a couple Seed Bombs. So that's probably what is going to happen. Yeah, just going to go ahead and let this go. I don't think this is going to be a bait. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to bait there. So now you can just go ahead and go for Seed Bomb. Can the Trevenant get to another one? Because the thing is, like, the thing about Scrafty is the Counter and the Power Up Punch are both double resisted. So the Scrafty has to go for another foul play to KO. Like, a Power Punch will not KO this Trevenant, right? And that actually forces the shield. So now this is probably a Power Punch now, because even though this still won't KO, you could maybe farm down if you're the Scrafty. Yeah, Scrafty barely able to farm down, but at the end of the day, you did get a shield from them. So Skuntank is coming in. Skuntank definitely going to Poison Jab down, not before being hit with a Power Up Punch. Yep, able to farm down. Very nice. You'll love to see it. So Jellicent is coming in, able to throw a Surf, which will knock out. And then at this point in time, you're basically relying on Swampert. Swampert can farm down unless they switch, and they do switch. Ooh, if you get Sludge Wave, this would be really nice. Going for the Hydro. Yeah, going for 2 Hydros. The opponent's out of shield, so this is still really nice. This is still going to be a win. So very nice indeed. The opponent is going to throw an attack, but the Shadow Swampert can safely protect itself and go for another. We're actually going to overfarm. Almost at the back-to-back. Going to go ahead and go for one, which will KO. You need one more Mud Shot to get to another Hydro Cannon and able to get to that Hydro Cannon. And that is going to be a good game. Very well played to both trainers. But yeah, that use of energy really well done and able to take that game. Okay, very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Shadow Skuntank into Obstagoon. Okay. Okay. So we'll see how this plays out. Night Slash is resisted, but if they have Crush Chop, which I'm assuming they do have, they're going to go for it, and they do have Crush Chop. And Skuntank is actually going to go ahead and go for the Crunch Bait, hoping that the Obstagoon will shield it. Let's see if the Obstagoon does shield. The Obstagoon does not shield, but Skuntank is able to pick up that defense drop, which is a good thing. So Crush Trap coming out. And now you could go for Crunch, but the opponent actually switches into Swampert. Out comes this Trevenant. Great matchup for the Trevenant, although allowing the Swampert to get to a possible Sludge Wave, it's not as Earthquake. Still doing a good amount of damage. But, you know, yeah, I mean, you take that damage, but at the end of the day, you do get some energy left over, which is actually really good. So it was worth it, especially since the Obstagoon is coming in. And you really don't care about the health against the Obstagoon. Well, I guess because of how low it is, maybe you do. But I mean, a Night Slash. Well, actually, Night Slash probably doesn't KO, but still gonna go ahead and protect the Trevenant. The boost. Ooh, that is scary. Okay, I like that. I like that catch. Able to count up and catch on the Skuntank. Very beautiful play. Now you have that energy on the Trevenant that you could possibly use against whatever's in the back, or will be able to, maybe to get shield. So that was a really good play. Oh my gosh, out comes Trevenant. Will the opponent call it? The opponent actually might call this. No, they don't call it. No, I mean, it makes sense to shield that, but it was kind of an obvious seed bomb, but at the same time, it still would have done a lot. Well, it wouldn't have done a lot, but I mean, with the Shadow Close, I guess it would have added up. Anyway, good game. Let's move on to the next one. We have a Shadow Skuntank into a Scrafty. Okay, I do believe Scrafty should be able to win this matchup, but not before doing a lot of damage with the Skuntank. Well, we'll see. We'll see, because the thing is, they'll be able to boost up their attack with counter, and counter is neutral. We are going to see a bait. Okay, expecting that Scrafty to shield, or maybe going for that debuff chance. I don't think the Scrafty will shield. Oh, the Scrafty does shield. Okay, beautiful bait. Going to go ahead and let this Power Punch go and try and get to a Flamethrower. Can Skuntank actually make it? Oh my gosh, no, they cannot make it. They're going to bail last second and go for the Crunch. Okay, I mean, recognizing that you can't make it, you have to go for whatever damage you can. I like that play. The backline doesn't really like Scrafty, right? I mean, it's not like you could farm that down with Swampert. So, do you shield this? If you think it's a foul play, probably gonna shield it. It is a foul play, so beautiful shield. But I don't think you could farm down. Oh, the opponent actually makes a catch. Oh, I didn't see what came in, but that was a good catch by the opponent. Oh, Tentacruel. Okay, Tentacruel. I actually want to build the Tentacruel for the Ultra League, but I don't have the XL candy for it either. But at some point I will. Going straight for the KO, going for this knockout, and just going to let it go. Okay, it does go down. Beautiful. Cresselia. Okay, so you're going to get KO'd by a Grass Knot. But it's possible that the opponent doesn't have Grass Knot. We don't know. If they're running Moonblast Future Sight, which I have seen a lot of, we know it's going to be a Moonblast, right? So, yeah, going to go ahead and go for this Hydro Cannon. The opponent actually going to go ahead and shield it. Let's see if it is Grass Knot. Moonblast should KO anyway. No, it is Future Sight. Yeah, the Future Sight Moonblast combination actually makes sense, right? Because there's so many. Well, there used to be a lot of Talonflame. We still see Talonflame, but nowadays you see a lot of Charizard, right? So that moveset actually makes sense. So you can actually hit the Charizard or the Talonflame with the Future Sight, so your moves are not resisted. And yeah, that's gonna be a win. Even if you shielded that bait, it would have been a win. Didn't matter anyway. Good game. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Really like that battle. And yeah, we'll see how the next one plays out. Skuntank into Giratina. So we do have a Giratina match up going on. It is Dragon Breath, but at the end of the day, at least you have the Crunch. The opponent is going to go ahead and go for this attack. And yeah, it's going to be a Dragon Claw, obviously, right? We expect that. Yeah, I know I said at the beginning of the video, Skuntank does well against Giratina, right? But maybe not so much. The Giratina with Dragon Breath can fight back. Look, Giratina's actually going to be able to take this one. Just because the Poison Jab attacks are resisted. So Giratina does take that, but that is okay. Out comes Trevenant going for that Fun Down. Able to get that aggressive Fun Down. In comes Scrafty. So quite a few Scrafties in today's video, but no problem. C-Bomb is going to connect. Swampert is coming out. What's in the back of Cresselia, okay? Obviously, you don't want them to have Grass Knot, but do they have Grass Knot? I guess we'll find. I feel like most Crystalias don't. This trainer does, so that is going to KO. Yeah, that's not going to be a win there. So good game. So I did say this trainer goes 9-1, and that is going to be their loss. So let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Skuntank into Cobalion. Not really too good. Well, I mean, you do have Flamethrower, so it's better than having a Drapion, I guess. But, you know, obviously the Steel typing is resisting that Poison Jab damage. So we're going to go ahead and farm up, throwing the Flamethrower right now into the Cobalion. And will the Cobalion shield? The Cobalion will shield. Okay, I believe they should be able to take that Flamethrower, but still wanting to preserve the health on it. So yeah, so the Cobalion couldn't be able to win that matchup. Trevenant coming in. Okay, we know the Cobalion is going to go ahead and go for... what are they going for? Stone Edge. So Trevenant going to go ahead and shield. So the switch into Tentacruel, out comes Swampert. So trying to get to this Earthquake, not quite. This is probably a Scold. I don't think they're going to Acid Spray here. So I'm sure it's just a Scold. It is a Scold, but it still does a lot. Not a good amount of damage. Not only that, but we do see that attack drop. But because of that attack drop, maybe the opponent will not shield this. They do not shield it. It doesn't KO. That attack drop allowed Swampert to get more farm, which I would argue is actually good. But Swampert is going to be able to go for this Hydro Cannon right now into the Cobalion. Not going to be able to KO, of course, but can Swampert make it to one more? Yes, it can barely hang on and make it to one more. Let's go. That is going to pick up the shield. Trevenant going to be able to throw the Seed Bomb before the Cobalion gets off its Stone Edge, not wanting to take that damage. Makes a lot of sense. And out comes Giratina, and Trevenant's going to be able to win this with the shield. No problem. So Trevenant going to go ahead and let that one go. That's fine. I mean, obviously it wasn't enough for Shadow Force, so going to go ahead and go for this Shadow Ball right now, and that Shadow Ball is going to do a lot. Now a Seed Bomb or a Farm Down will be enough, or this Shadow Ball. Doesn't really matter. Shadow Ball is going to KO, and that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. Yeah, really well done. Really well done. Loving the Ultra League. It's my favorite league, as I've told you in the past. I just love the Pokemon that are in it, the meta. I don't know, I just love it. Okay, picking up, and I usually do well with it. Picking up a good matchup. Ampharos is coming in, out comes Swampert. So you'd think this is great for Swampert. You do resist the electric attacks, which is good, but the Brutal Swing is going to be neutral. So yeah, I mean, it is a good matchup, I guess, at the end of the day, but yeah, so you still take a lot of damage, or if they had Focus Blast, you would take a lot as well. Venusaur coming in, able to get to it. I love it. So yeah, I mean, I would say they shield this. Let's find out. No, they do not shield that. I guess the opponent didn't shield that because they knew the Skuntank was in the back. Oh, this Venusaur doesn't even get to an attack. What is in the back? I didn't see what came in, but whatever came in will be hit with a Crunch or pick up a shield. And an Aggron, okay? A Shadow Aggron as well. Very cool. Trying to get another debuff. Able to get to this Crunch and maybe get another debuff. We'll see. Okay. No debuff, but that's fine. This Trevenant's going to be able to win this. You can safely go for Seed Bombs now. And the opponent is going to concede, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to both trainers. Okay, well done. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We have Shadow Skuntank into Obstagoon. Okay, so an Obstagoon lead from the opponent. So we know Crush Chop is neutral. We've seen this matchup earlier in the video. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and let the Crush Chop go, no problem. And going to go for the Crunch bait. Likes to bait because this is a Shadow Skuntank, so maybe they'll shield, no shield. Okay. Do you let this go and go for another Crunch? Throw at CMP, maybe? No, I guess you can't throw at CMP. The opponent would go for the Farm Down. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw the Crunch. See if the opponent shields. They do not shield, so Skuntank going to be able to win that, but barely, literally hanging on by a thread. Melmetal will Farm Down. Swampert coming in, okay. Could have put in the Trevenant just because, well, if they have Double Iron Bash, it would be neutral. But if they have Rock Slide, Superpower, well, Rock Slide's neutral to Trevenant as well. It's just not the strongest move in the game. So Trevenant could definitely take them, but Swampert is fine, especially since Giratina's in the back. I didn't know Giratina was in the back, but yeah, definitely the correct decision there. Giratina is going to be able to throw an attack. We do see a shield. It is the Shadow Sneak, so good shield. Probably see the Seed Bomb. No, just going to go ahead and go straight for it. I thought we'd see the Seed Bomb because, I mean, at the end of the day, the Shadow Claws are adding up as well. And do you shield this? No, just going to let it go. It's not going to be enough to KO. And it is a Dragon Claw. But the Shadow Claws are adding up. But, I mean, at the end of the day, so are your Shadow Claws. So we're going to go ahead and go for this attack. This will KO. And, yeah, they let it go. Totally fine. Trying to get to a Shadow Ball before they Thunder Shock you down. They're not going to Thunder Shock you down. The opponent will throw an attack. I guess we'll find out if they have Rock Slide or Double Iron Bash. It is Rock Slide. So Trevenant goes down. Out comes Swampert. Okay. Now, do they go straight Superpower? Do you call it? Let's find out. Oh, they go straight Superpower. But look at that. You hang on. And because they're debuffed, I think this will get the shield. And then I think you make it. You do make it because you resist electric attacks. Barely make it. Holy cow. Good game. That will KO the Melmetal. Wow. GG's. GG's. Yeah, I mean, obviously they called the Rock Slide bait, but oh man, well played. Moving on. That was a great game. I thought that was going to KO the Swamp. I mean, I know he wins out. He wins the rest of the games because I know he goes 9-1, but still, like, I would think that would have KO'd. Okay, so Wolverine is coming in to fight the Swampert. Gonna go ahead and let this Icicle Spear go. No problem. Able to take that one. Charging up. Going for this Earthquake right now. And this Earthquake will connect and able to get off this Hydro Cannon. You love to see it. So Hydro Cannon might pick up the shield. It might connect. It will connect. It does not KO. Icicle Spear coming out. So Swampert gonna go ahead and shield this and farm down. Definitely Mud Shot down, right? So able to do that. Swampert coming in, able to get off this Hydro Cannon. You love to see it. I wonder if the opponent's going to go for the farm down. That would be a super aggressive farm down. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, though. No, yeah. They wouldn't be able to do it. They would have to, like, invest the next shield. And then Trevenant would come in anyway. Of course, the opponent doesn't know there's a Trevenant. But out comes Trevenant. So Swampert is going to be able to throw this attack right now. It's going to be a Hydro Cannon. Able to take that just fine. Allowing the Swampert to get to another one. This should only be a Hydro, but you could I guess farm up. It does get you low, but at the end of the day, you could get some extra energy, a lot of extra energy actually, and go for this Seed Bomb that will get the shield. And the opponent with that, wow, with that catch, it's a Machamp. It's a Machamp, so it still does a good amount of damage, but that was a good catch. The opponent's trying so hard to win this one, but I think, yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be a loss. For the opponent, going to be able to take that Cross Chop and able to farm down, barely able to farm down, able to get off this Crunch into the Swampert. You love to see it. So this Crunch is going to connect, and that will be enough to KO, and that is going to be a great game, very well played to both trainers. But we're not done. This is a pretty lengthy video. As I said, I mean, 2 sets, 9-1. So let's see how this game goes. Skuntank into a Alolan Muck. Okay, I mean, you resist all the moves Muck has. Muck does not resist the Flamethrower. It resists everything else. So let's see what happens. Alolan Muck is going to go for an attack. By the way, I'm excited for Shadow Alolan Muck, which I think will probably be pretty good, actually. So we'll have to see when it comes out how useful it is. But I think it's going to be pretty good. But yeah, Flamethrower connecting. Now all you need to do is throw a Crunch. Able to get to this Crunch with the Shadow Skuntank. And this is going to be enough to KO, totally fine. So what's coming in? Going to be a Jellicent, but I think you could make it. Yeah, able to make it. Yeah, I mean, the Jellicent will definitely farm down, which is not ideal. But still able to make that Crunch, which is good. Which one do you bring in? Going to be that Trevenant. I mean, the scary part is they're definitely at a Shadow Ball, and then almost to another one. But calling that bait, what a crazy call. Crazy good call, but what a crazy call. Gonna shield this one. This one's a Shadow Ball. Good call. Making the plays, making the good calls. I didn't think the Jellicent was gonna bait there, to be honest. We do see a Seed Bomb. And now you could probably shield the next one and farm down. Oh, just gonna be able to farm down. They don't even make it. And the opponent will concede there. And that is gonna be a good game. Very well played to both trainers. Yeah, beautiful sets. Thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.